Hey guys, today I'm going to do a short mini lesson on narrative writing. This is an added thing that if you're parents and you want to work on, writing's a great thing to work on while we're doing distance learning. And I thought that you might like to hear a little bit more about narrative writing. So, we're going to get started. The purpose of narrative writing is to tell a story. So you are describing an experience, an event, or sometimes a sequence of events. And in narrative writing, we use the words first, next, then, and last. Okay? So, next slide, I'm going to show you. Here's what we're going to do. Since step one, you're going to decide what you want to write about. And sometimes that's true, but this time I have an idea of something we can write about. So I'm going to show you in the next slide what I want us to write about today. You're going to use a narrative writing organizer to brainstorm your ideas. And that's going to be on another slide that you can look at. And that organizer is easily made at home with a sheet of paper. So use your narrative organizer to brainstorm ideas and get them on paper before you write. Then you're going to write a draft, like a rough draft, your first copy. Sometimes we call that the sloppy copy. After you are done with your sloppy copy, you're going to use the checklist that I give you to improve your writing. Remember, when we write, we can always make it better. That's a good time to ask your friends or family for help. And when you're done with it, it says turn it into your teacher. Well, you can't physically turn it into me, but if you would like, your parents could take a picture of it and they could send me that picture through Remind or Facebook or post it on our group Facebook page if you're proud of it and you want your friends to see it, okay? So, next slide. This slide says, this is our topic of what we're going to write about. Imagine it's been a long time since you were in your school building. Today is your first day back. Things have changed. Write about your first day back at school. We don't have to think too hard, right? Because it has been a long time since we were in our school building. So I want you to think about what the first day back will be like and write a narrative story. Checklist on the side. You want to make sure after you have used your graphic organizer that I'm going to show you next, and you've written your story, that you reread your story. You make sure you're using some interesting words, punctuation, and capital letters. All right, so for that graphic organizer, this is an easy graphic organizer to use at home. You could take a sheet of paper, make 3 columns, and in that first column, write down the things that are going to happen at the beginning of your story first. In the middle column, those are the things that happen next, then in the middle. And at the end, you're going to write what happens last. And once you get your ideas on this graphic organizer, then it'll be easier to put it into a paragraph format. All right. So this is again talking about the checklist and what you need to do. And you can definitely ask an adult, family, or a friend to help check your work. You want to reread it. Change some of those words. Are there other words you can use to get your point across? Punctuation. Have you used punctuation? Or is it in the right place? And did you use capital letters? Because you better, because you know how to use capital letters. All right, let's move on. All right, remember, a narrative is a story. And to write a great story, we need to make it interesting. So choosing great words to help paint a picture for your audience. The next slide is going to give you some ideas of how to make your writing better. Okay, so let's look at that slide. So, back. This says you can describe what you see. He has a funny expression on his face. Describe what you hear. I could hear her singing from the other room. Describe how something tastes, smells, touches, or feels. So when you're done writing, take a picture, load it onto Facebook, send it to me and Remind, and I can't wait to read your writing, okay? If you have any question, parents, let me know. Hopefully this is fun, something different for them to do this week. Bye!